Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Hales and I make videos about the books that I'm reading. Welcome to day 4 of my 30-day challenge. Today is favorite book of your favorite series. So for this one, it is The Sweet Far Thing, which is the third and final book in the Gemma Doyle trilogy. This book just absolutely exceeded my expectations for the final book in the trilogy. I had really high hopes for the book and I was not let down. There were so many things that needed to be wrapped up, and I think that Libba Bray just absolutely accomplished every single one of them. I feel like there were so many things that could have been left off. Like, authors just sometimes leave things off that like, you can't wrap up everything. There are things that, like, oh, this character did this, and like there's just no conclusion for that character because they're a side character and they don't really get a conclusion because they're not the main character. But for Libba Bray, she actually like took the time to give her side characters their wrap up, which, I mean, for this book it was kind of, I guess, easier because they were at a boarding school and they were going off and they were going to become ladies and they were gonna marry rich men and become wives that took care of homes and had children, and that was what they wanted to be, and that's good for them. So it was easy to wrap up their characters, and the bitter girls that didn't like Gemma were still bitter and didn't like Gemma, but they were less bitter because she was leaving for America. I don't know. Like, they were just like, they didn't bother her anymore after that. But with the resolution of the story, I really enjoyed, well, I don't want to say I really enjoyed because there's a big spoiler that I don't want to say, but if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about, that I did not enjoy. But like the way that they wrap up the stories with Gemma and Felicity and Anne, just like, I think that it was so true to their characters and it was so good as an ending because it didn't really leave you wanting more. It gave you enough that you were satisfied with how these characters were going forward in their lives. And I know that we get to hear more of Gemma in The Diviners. We get like a brief glance at her in New York, and every time I think about that, I get a little teary-eyed because she is one of my all-time favorite characters. These books are like my comfort read. I dive back into them whenever I'm having like a stressful week or a bad day. And so like getting to see Gemma in The Diviners was very cathartic, just to know like, okay, she's doing well. She was at the post office, I think, and she was just like ahead of Evie, and it was just a nice little moment. Like, if you've read the Gemma Doyle trilogy, now you get to see Gemma in this setting, and she's made it to America, and that was what she wanted to do at the end. Like, that was her, like, it was like in the last, I think the last sentence, spoiler alert, but I think it was just very well wrapped up. So yeah, that is my favorite one for the Gemma Doyle trilogy. Although all 3 books are incredible, they are incredible in their own way. They just, the storylines for each one are so different yet so in line with each other, and reading them, they're like, they're the same but different. Like, they mesh so well for the story, which is incredible. If you've read any of Libba Bray's books, you'll know that the story converges in such a way that you might not see where the beginning of book 1 and the end of book 3 are gonna come together, but they come together so perfectly that it just, like, it's very, the writing technique is just very incredible. I don't know how to describe it with how she does it. I don't understand how she does it, because it's like you don't expect for it to all fit together and be wrapped up so well, and then it's wrapped up so well and you feel so good about it, but it's incredible and I love it. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!